Over 200 people are still believed to be missing. Andrew Thomas has this report.
The epicentre. It was almost directly underneath Littleton that Tuesday's earthquake hit. Damage everywhere. Even graves of the dead weren't spared. In town, this outdoor deck destroyed by a falling chimney. It nearly destroyed much more.
Huge, just going straight down. So it was a 3 seconds at the most that it missed me, nothing.
In Christchurch, rescue operations continue, today concentrated on the cathedral. But hope of finding more survivors has all but vanished. The number of bodies in the mortuary is the only figure going up. The central business district is still cordoned off. Demolition will take down much of what the quake left behind. Commercial life will have to relocate for months. There's talk of establishing a temporary CBD elsewhere. In the suburbs, destruction too, and pile upon pile of mud which bubbled up when the quake hit. Here, though, most property can be cleaned up, even if it takes a volunteer army to do it.
So we were just driving past and noticed that she was all by herself, so I thought we'd give her a hand.
Logistical challenges demand creative solutions. Power remains down for 20% of Christchurch, and some towns are cut from the grid entirely. All 4 underground cables to one town are damaged beyond repair. The power company will build a 3-kilometre overhead line to replace them, an 8-week job they're promising to have done in 1. No one is suggesting that Christchurch or its surrounding towns could or should be rebuilt exactly as they were. The damage is simply too great for that. Instead, what's being talked about here is a new post-2011 version of what was here before. A reconstruction aiming towards that has, very tentatively, now begun. Andrew Thomas, AlJazeera, Littleton.
Now, Bangladesh's garment sector produces billions of dollars worth of clothes every year. In the process, it generates tons of fabric offcuts. But they're not all going to waste. Nicholas Huck has the story.
Tahid's rugs are in high demand. 3 million people in Germany alone own rugs like these, all made from recycled scraps. It's when he walked past a garment factory and saw the spread of color that he found the inspiration to turn small scraps into big rugs.
These are knit clippings from knit factories. Every knit factories who are producing t-shirt, polo shirts, they have approximately 5% wastage from the cutting table, and people use them for different things. We make rugs out of them.
Bangladesh is well known for its garment industry that supplies clothes sold by the world's largest retailers. In the process, these factories generate more than 100,000 tons of leftover material. This has created a booming recycling industry. A kilo of these scraps cost 50 cents. Businessmen from neighboring China and India buy tons of them to make mattresses or socks. This is where Tahid sources the scraps for his rugs, and these women here are going through leftover t-shirts and shirts from the nearby garment factory that has just delivered this upcoming summer season collection. So Tahid doesn't get to choose the color of his rugs, but he's pretty sure that they'll be in fashion. He employs more than 500 women. They use traditional tools and techniques to weave the scraps together. It takes 45 minutes to turn recycled rags into a rug.
Every month we recycle 110 metric tons of scrap fabric, and we make rugs like this one.
With keen interest from retailers in China, his recycling business is rapidly expanding. His rugs are already being sold in Germany for just $4, and the orders keep coming. Nicholas Hawk, AlJazeera, Rangpur, Bangladesh.
Now, throughout the unrest and chaos in Libya, the internet and many social media websites have been an important source of information for all of us. Tariq Bazli's at our web desk.
Well, thanks. Still a great deal of confusion on the ground in Libya. And in this update, we have reports of the widespread rape of women. Also, allegations anti-government internet websites are being infiltrated by pro-government elements. But first, this video posted to the website libyafeb17.com. That's the website on screen now. It brings together videos and pictures as well as comment on events in Libya. Its top video claims to show footage of wounded in the hospital in the eastern town of Derna. That's between Tobruk and Benghazi. It's not clear when the video was shot nor when those filmed were hurt. Durn is one of a number of towns believed to be under the opposition control and has witnessed ongoing protests in recent days. Well, from the same website, this video, it's claimed, was shot in Tripoli's eastern suburb of AlJazeera. Again, it's not clear when the protest took place, but shows demonstrators chanting, "Down, down with Gaddafi, AlJazeera, don't be afraid anymore." Well, as the unrest continues, these pictures too, which claim to be from the city of AlJazeera, the scene of what protesters say was a brutal attack by pro-government forces on a peaceful demonstration. Again, it's not clear when the photos were taken, but they were uploaded to our website directly. That address should be on your screen, yourmedia.aljazeera.net. And of course, we're always keen to have contributions from those connected to the fast-moving events in Libya. Well, as the unrest continues, the Libyan government appears to be using increasingly desperate ways to communicate with its people. We have reports it's been sending SMS text messages to mobile phones, telling people to return to life as normal. A resident in Libya explained what's happening to the website Feb 17 Voices.
Yesterday they started sending us messages in night telling us to go be normal, to go to work, and to start our lives in an orderly fashion. But what happened in the morning is that absolutely, I think nobody even went close to the schools. And I would say maybe 98% of the shops are closed in Tripoli.
Well, SMS text messages are one thing, the infiltration of anti-government websites another. Al Jazeera has learned that some opposition sites are now being targeted. Analyst Tariq Youssef explains.
There's a Libyan website called libyawatanuna.com, which lists a host of Libyan opposition web pages. If you click on many of these web pages, you'll find that they're either down, not responding, or they've moved to Facebook. And we have now reports that even some of the Twitter accounts that are being managed by the youth inside of Libya and outside are beginning to look like they might be compromised or they might be unreliable.
Well, amid the chaos, there appears to be an increasing number of reports of rape, some putting cases in the hundreds. Here are a few tweets on the subject. Ali Touil says, confirmed from a doctor in Zawiya Road Hospital in Tripoli, people disappear from it, and there was a rape case on Tuesday. Reem Ali tweets, talking to a Libyan friend of mine, a mercenary tried to drag a woman into a building to rape her, but loads of other women jumped him. But from Walid Shurairi, a counterclaim. He accuses the Twitter site of trying to spread rumours about rape cases because of chaos and disorder. None happened nor reported. It's a rumour. Well, we'll be looking into those claims of rape in the days ahead. There's plenty more content coming online, and we'll be back with more from the West Desk a little later.
Thanks a lot for that, Tariq. Well, it's been a day of massive protests and demonstrations, if you like, in Yemen, in Iraq, and in Egypt as well, in Liberation Square or Tahrir Square.